My name is Peter Hussey and I am Artistic Director of Crooked House Theatre Company. Together with our partners from around and beyond Europe, we put together a project called Seen and Heard. Seen and Heard was a project designed to find ways to work with young people so that their voices could be heard and they themselves could be seen in public spaces, raising awareness about issues that they were concerned about. So we use theatre and film. There are two media with which we work with young people. And we brought together cultural youth workers from our partner countries to share our practices and to learn from them about using theatre and film as ways of creating site-specific theatre. The training program was organised in a way that we're used to working. For example, the first 2 days involved everybody working in a large group, mainly with me and with the other facilitators, to get to know each other, to introduce each other to the methods that we would be using to work and to the aims and specific objectives of this particular program. And then we divided up into sections. In the morning, for example, there were a series of 4 repeatable workshops to do with training participants in skills that they might need to develop site-specific projects. And people signed up for those workshops. And then in the afternoons, there were what we call devising sessions with an individual artist. I was one of them, for example. And we worked with a fixed group of people from different countries working together over the course of the week to create a performance. All the performances were different. All the methods used by the various artists were different. The only common thing that we had was that we all work with young people and that we have experience working with young people, and we wanted to share these ways of working with young people so that people could go back to their own countries and use these methods that we had shown and shared during the week. Our partners in this Erasmus Plus project were Ashtar Theatre from Ramallah in Palestine, Ritual Mobile Theatre Laboratory in Baku, Azerbaijan, FOCO in Aguarda in Spain, and 2 partners from Greece. One is called Novus, and they are from Athens, and the other was Kinetiras, a long-standing partner of ours, and they are also from Athens. Together with these partners, we met in Suleiman Demirel University, which was a new organisation to us and one of the partners who joined us in this enterprise. Suleiman Demirel University, or SDU, offered us their premises during August when students were not around. We had access to all of the staff, all of the rooms, all of the workshop spaces, and that's in fact where we made all of the site-specific theatre pieces. During the week, we also shared information about Erasmus Plus, the program that we use to fund this enterprise, and also about our own organisations in a networking session. Each organisation presented what they do, what kind of things they might look for in future partners, and what way they use programmes like Erasmus Plus and European Solidarity Corps. In fact, some of them don't use it yet or hadn't used it yet, so this was a valuable insight into the way that we can use European funding to help young people creatively and expressly identify the kind of things that concern them and ways that they can share these concerns with the public. On one of the days, we had a day where we looked at, or we visited a site in Sagalossos, which was about an hour away from Isparta. It was wonderful, a beautiful old site with an old theatre, ruins of a city abandoned long ago. We spent some time there wandering through the ruins and just getting to know each other as well in this fabulous environment. The impact of this had significance, I think, because we were able to infuse this idea of abandoned places in the theatre that was made later during the week. At the end of the week, we shared the performances that were created by the various artists from the partner organisations with the participants, and we spent some time going from performance to performance. Each performance addressed an issue or several issues of concern amongst our young people, and they showed how to use the tools of making theatre in non-theatre spaces. They showed how to use these tools to the rest of us. After each performance, we had a discussion. We talked about what was valuable, how we might use this with our own groups, the ways of working that were challenging, and what was really interesting. After the project was over, we then connected with each other again online to see could we further develop our collaboration. We were bringing the young people together, or the participants together as well, to find out if the project had had a major impact on them or any impact on them. We are currently working on other site-specific projects using the tools that we learned and practiced during the time in Isparta in Turkey.
Having the training course in Isparta was very special to me because back in 2015 I started studying acting there and I graduated in 2019, so it was a nice visit back after 3 years, 4 years almost. And I know that the theme of the training course, site-specific performance techniques, is something new to Turkey in general and to Süleyman Demirel University's acting department. It's really important to have this, it was really important to have this training because the potential youth workers from the department, acting department, could use this technique to work with young people in future, and that would help young people to express themselves in an alternative way than a traditional theater approach, traditional creative approach. So I think that this had a huge impact in terms of introducing these techniques to the youth workers and potential youth workers for their future career. And I'm sure that it will help a lot for them while they're working with young people. And I'm hoping to see the outcome of this training in future with maybe some performances out on the streets or in some places, other places than a traditional stage. Because the site-specific performance technique frees young people and their creativity. And so that brings up more opportunities to express their real thoughts, feelings in a more powered way. During the training we had participants from different countries, so we also had different languages around. It was really nice to hear different languages and learn, in fact, some of the words from one another. But that's also brought the need of translation, because the participants really wanted to understand what's going on and also wanted to get the training techniques clearly. And we had some translations from Arabic to English, from Turkish to English, and I was one of them. I was translating from Turkish to English. And so we made sure that each participant learned and heard everything that was discussed and practiced throughout the training course.
Hello, my name is Chloe and I'm a participant in Crooked House Youth Theatre. During the summer I got the opportunity to attend Seen and Heard in Turkey. I'd never been to Turkey before, but on the way over we got to stop for a day in Istanbul and see all of the different foods and cultures and stuff of there, and we went to the Asian and the European side of different parts of Istanbul, and it was really incredible to see all the different architecture and monuments and stuff like that there. And then when we got into the project, we had so many different workshops to choose from. There was so many incredible performers in all aspects of theatre to learn from and to get to know. During the project, we got to experience so many different aspects of theatre through different workshops in the morning. We had everything from physical movement to emotion working. It was some of the most fascinating things I've learned about theatre was during this project. And my favourite was the movement theatre by Ashter. It was so many different techniques and skills that I learned from there that I had never really experienced before. It was incredibly physical, which is something I wouldn't necessarily have tried before, and I learned so much from her and her workshop. As well as that, after our lunch, which was incredible, all the food was amazing when we were over there, we would do devising workshops with our main director. So I had the honour of being directed by Emil. And we would work about site-specific theatre. So we went around and explored different rooms and things that you mightn't necessarily have seen when you had been walking around the university, but we looked in depth at all of the kind of nooks and crannies in the university, and we would build scenes based off places that interested us. And in the end, our production was, we would bring a guided tour of the audience through the university and show them this intricate storyline, and we would all see different storylines at different times. So I might have started in one room, but another actor would have started in another, and they would have gotten a completely different experience, which I thought was fascinating and such an interesting way of moving the production on top of it being site specific and building it all from the ground up. Overall, I loved the experience. The people there were some of the most welcoming people. I had been on one prior exchange before, and it was just with one other group, but having so many different groups from so many different places and so many different backgrounds, I learned so much from them, and there was so many to aspire to in every aspect of theatre, from production to acting to performing. It was incredible. On the Thursday of our trip, we got to go to Sagalossus, which was ancient ruins and amphitheatre, with the group together. It was so much fun. It really bonded us closer as a group as well, outside of the workshops and devising. Some of the participants actually performed in the amphitheatre, some of the monologues they had, and it was just so good to sit with such a community of actors and performers and be able to enjoy other people performing like together and just spending time together. And we had food after, and it was just a really great opportunity to get to know these performers.
I am Iago, I am an actor, I am 29 years old, and I am one of the participants of this amazing project organized by Crooked House and Suleiman University.
I'm Marta. I'm a volunteer and a participant of FOCO, which is my group from Spain. I think my favorite workshop in modern workshop, like the circus one and acrobatics.
Lots of actors for lots of different countries with lots of different backgrounds. All teachers have different specialities. Peter's workshop, we have the chance to experiment in all the different spaces of the university.
We had character comedy, like comedy of...
Commedia dell'arte.
Commedia dell'arte.
It's building such a big community and humanity that there is no money that can pay that experience.
It was so amazing. I am learning about that so much.
So it was pretty nice experience.
It was really fun.
My name is Ozar. I'm an actor, director from Turkey. Recently I moved to Ireland to do a master's degree in ATU, Atlantic Technological University, Sligo, Ireland. As my workshop was mostly about character creation, as the name suggests, we mostly worked on energy levels, and we used different tools, just introduced different tools to manipulate the energy. So this gave them a notion, an understanding of how changing energy, one's energy can affect how they're being perceived by others. So this is a way of understanding that they can make use of in their upcoming projects. And also, as I do believe, the core of the change is youth. Youth is the core of the change. So in order to make some social impacts on many various areas, it's important to have a strong youth presence in society. So giving them a tool to be more visible and more active in their social lives, I do believe we can achieve more social achievements in long term. I think they can make use of the tools that that they've been introduced by in this workshop in different areas, not just acting, it can be any other, it can be in their own social lives. So it's not necessarily related to art, but it's related to all the youth work, youth projects that they're doing. I think it's really important to be adaptable to the social environment that we are living through. It doesn't necessarily mean that we have to obey what's being shown to us, but we need to have a positive interaction with them, to have open connections, open communications with our surroundings. So by working in a site-specific setting, I think this gave them a notion of being adaptable to their surroundings. So it's not necessarily related to people, but it can be related to buildings, it can be related to energies surrounding them. So site-specific was really key in this field to give them more of an understanding of what we are being through in our social lives.
I'm from Cyprus, I live in Greece. I'm actress, director, writer. And I'm here to teach and watch the workshops of the co-workers. My workshop called On the Same Planet, and it's basically about the borders and the differences between different cultures, because I'm Cypriot and my mother, she's a kind of refugee, because she's originally born in the occupied part of Cyprus. So I took this topic and made it like a screenwriting and then improvisation, because I wanted to say a story. Everybody has his own story, and I wanted to put it all at once.
My name is Abdulmanem. I am an actor and a drama facilitator. I am Egyptian and I am 32 years old. I am here in Crooked House as a drama facilitator and also as a performer or theater maker. I came here since August 2022. So my first of all, my role was a translator as an Arabic speaker, so I can translate for the Palestinians. And I was also interacting and involving with them in their pieces or devising. It was the first time for me to attend kind of like an exchange or an international project. I was actually looking for that because the vibe was amazing, especially in Turkey. It was warm. The food were amazing. The fruit and everything, it was really good. It was a nice time, even though it was too hot and the humidity was really high. But we enjoyed our time there. I liked them. I missed them as well. The participants. We had a participant from Greece, participants from Spain, Palestine, Turkey, Ireland. So it was really nice. They were amazing, and just in 10 days or something, we became really friends, and we are still texting each other from time to time. So also for me as an actor and a facilitator, so I was like thinking by the mind of the same person that he's like in charge as a director or a facilitator. So I was trying also from my facilitating side to translate it to the person with me, not as just a general translator, but as a facilitator trying to translate. So I was trying to also facilitate this thing, but in Arabic, like another version, and it works well. Yeah, it worked very well there.
Merhaba, ismim Müşerref Öztürk Çetin Doğan. Süleyman Demirel Üniversitesi Güzel Sanatlar Fakültesi Sahne Sanatları Bölümü Dramatik Yazarlık Ana Sanat Dalı'nda öğretim üyesiyim. 2 yıldır radyo tiyatrosu üzerine araştırma yapıyorum. Radyo tiyatrosu eskide kalmış gibi bir durum olarak görülse de benim yaptığım araştırmalarda aslında pandemiyle beraber yaşadığımız süreçte sesle iletişim kurmaya ne kadar ihtiyaç duyduğumuzu kavramamı sağladı. Ses üzerine farkındalığım arttıkça da beni bu workshop'a yapmaya yönlendirdi. Ben sesin uzamın ya da uzamın sesi başlıklı bir workshop çalıştım bütün hafta. Ve katılımcılara aslında farklı mekanlarda farklı sesleri ne kadar duyabiliyoruzu araştırma üzerine bir deneysel çalışma yapmayı planlamıştım. Fakat her günün workshop'u kendi içinde başka bir dinamikle geçti. Ve ortak öğrendiğimiz ortak şey aslında görmeyenlerin dünyasını tanımak oldu. Ve sesin ne kadar farkındayız bunu anladık. İçeriden dışarıya çıktık, dışarıdaki sesleri dinledik, gözlerimizi bağladık. Ve görmeden yaşamanın ne kadar zor olduğunu kavramanın dışında sadece duyarak iletişim kurabilen insanlara biz bir hikaye anlatabilir miyiz? Onu aradık. Kendimizi duydukça hiç tanımadığımız insanlara sadece sesle sevebildiğimizi keşfetmek çalışmanın en büyük kazanımı oldu. Her gün yaptığım workshopta hiç tanımadığım birinin adını aklımda bile tutamadığım halde gelip bana sarılması çok çok güzel bir duyguydu. Bir hafta boyunca kendimi sadece Isparta'da değil, dünyada yaşıyormuş gibi hissettim. Ve hem bu projeyi yaptığımız için hem herkesi tanıdığım için gerçekten çok mutluyum. Çok teşekkür ediyorum herkese.
Hi, I'm Seb Harkham from the UK, and we've been working with a little group here on a site-specific piece in a lecture theatre. And it's a movement piece, and we've used the room and everything in the room, and the memories that it brings up in people about education, about their school, about their high school, about their university. So they play different memories and different scenarios, and also the room itself is quite. It's a very imaginative kind of space. So there are other things that it suggests. So we've turned it into a kind of playground at one point, a beach at another point, a morgue at another point, and a mountain, a religious sanctuary, lots of different things. So it's a group movement piece we've been working on in a lecture theatre in the university here, which has been really, really great. And everybody has different languages, and I'm here with the team from Ireland.
Hi, I am Baba. I am from Azerbaijan. I am game developer and multidisciplinary artist. I also creating immersive theater. Mostly I'm working with the digital products like a VR, video games and stuff. But in here I also learned some acting, something about the theater. I also learned about my body, how I can move, the sound. This is for me it was so amazing. I learned a lot of things. Each workshop added some value for me. For example, the first workshop I joined, it was Musharraf Hoja. She taught about sound of space. And I also worked with the sound in the video games. But in here also, I feel that my body also has a sound. So this was a different than adding some bird sound and stuff. So generally, I'm in the Peters group. And Peters are amazing. I'm learning site-specific theater, how we can use the environment and tell the story. This is so powerful thing in theater. So in general, I love every workshop.
هذا اللي بدنا اياه انا وكل شريك بس انتم جواسيس والناس تحب بوصلتها اللي هي بوصلتها تكون ضد الاحتلال.
My name is Aynur Zarintaj, and I am a founder of Ritual Mobile Theater Laboratory from Azerbaijan. So I'm also educator, theater director. So it's already 14 years I'm working with youth people and the students at university, and already like the 6 years I'm doing theater, psychological theater with youth and participating in this project as facilitator. So I found site-specific theater very powerful tool to work with youth traumas, needs, fears. And I would like to say that the team who came with me and participated in this project, they enjoyed this project. And after the project, we talked with them what they discovered for themselves. And during the discussion with our team, so I found that they enjoyed this project and they shared that it was very useful for them to come together with the other youth and theater makers, artists, active people around the world in one place and share their ideas and to bring all these things on the stage.
It's Mustafa Kayabashi. I've been teaching here 13 years. I am an actor and I'm an acting teacher as well. My workshop about emotions, basic emotions. We have got 6 basic emotions. All of them is the same face expression and breathing and the posture. If you do the right sign of the emotion, for example sadness, if we look at ground and all my posture is doing the same things like this, it's gonna make me sad as well. I've been working this topic more than 5 years, and my thesis about the basic emotions. On the stage, we are working with actors. Actor knows how to get angry, but they don't know how to build the emotion science on their body. That's why I want to show them how to do this. I worked with Turkish actors, and now in this workshop, I worked Palestinians and Irish, Greek people, Spanish people, Azerbaijan people. It was so amazed me to see that all the emotion, the basic one, is the same exactly. And science says that, but right now I observed them. That was the opportunity for me. It was thrilled to me.
My name is Emil Saba. I'm a theater director and the artistic director of Ashtar Theater from Palestine. I'm here at Seen and Heard workshop with Crooked House in Isparta, Turkey. It's been really great being here for a week, working with a group of very talented artists from different countries, from Turkey and Greece and Azerbaijan and Palestine and Ireland and Spain. I'm devising a workshop called Hide and Seek, and it focuses on the immersive experience in theater, where we work with the audience and actors in site-specific theater, or creating theater pieces in location theater. The workshop has been focusing on creating stories of the spaces and the space that we're in. We're at the university, so we linked the stories into the space, or to the space, creating some intimate moments where the audience is observing, but also feeling that they shouldn't have seen or heard these moments. And the device piece that we created, it's a 20-minute piece about crime. And we take the audience into a journey where they find out pieces of the story, but they have different experiences because they don't watch it in a chronological order. So each person will get a different order of the story and then piece it together. And it's been really great. The group that I have, they are actors and directors and scenographers and writers from different countries. So it was a very rich experience, learning from each other, having great discussions, writing and devising together. So it is a skills development workshop, and we were really excited, and we are excited to share it with the audience at the end of the residency.
Hello, I'm Ola Mamlouk. I'm a drama facilitator, theater maker, and filmmaker. And I was in Isparta. I was taking part as a participant and also as a translator for the people, the Arabic speakers there. About my experience with Khalil, so I was translating to him, but also I was taking part in assisting in the process. So he was the director, and I was absorbing his approach, which was really different than mine, and it was really interesting to see the work and the outcome and the whole process, and even the evenings after we finish and we sit and eat and discuss about art or what did we do and what we will do. And I still have really good connections with most of them. And yeah, it's really good to connect the world in one place, such as theater place. As a participant, when I was participating in the workshops, it was really helpful, useful for me to participate in different kind of workshops. So each day we had different kind of workshop to introduce new approach, or and it was really interesting. In the morning we have this, and in the middle we have this socializing part, and afternoon we have the piece with the director. And yeah, it was like I was enjoying the 24 hours there. Actually, it was a very fruitful experience for me. These kind of exchanges when you go to a place, feel the environment of multicultural artists, and sharing the experience and different approaches. And we were all, like, I felt like we're all similar. So yeah, I find it really interesting when you are in a room with this environment, in this environment of multicultural artists, and we are really interested in the same things, and we're really different, and we have our own approaches. So it's an exchange. So we exchange ideas and approaches, and I saw a lot of things that I wouldn't see in here in Ireland even, or in Syria when I was there.
أنا اسمي تامر طافش وأنا من فلسطين، جاي مع طاقم مسرح عشتار كطالب. هاي المشاركة كانت جدا عظيمة وجدا رائعة، فيها تنوع كثير كبير على مستوى الورشات، على مستوى المادة اللي أخذناها في مسرح المكان. كانت تجربة كثير رائعة وحافلة بالمواد اللي أخذناها، بالمشاركين المختلفين. كان في تنوع كبير على مستوى المشاركين، في من أغلب دول العالم، وهذا أعطانا انطباعات جديدة، أصدقاء جداد، حياة جديدة، وأفكار مسرحية جديدة. إن شاء الله رح نقدر نطبقها بس نرجع على فلسطين. لا يعني هم كل ورشات حلوين صراحة. مدى الاستفادة كان مختلف لإلي شخصيا، يعني إشي بعرف وإشي ما بعرفه، فكان إشي كتير تمام يعني، والكل فيه كان استفادة منه. حبيبة قلبي. بس هاي الحركة أنا علمتها إياها تعملها.
خلص.
حركة. خلص إنه خلص.
Hello, I'm Frat. I'm 23 years old in this university. I'm the acting student in this university. I really like that because all the peoples are strange for us, which country. We are all like the studied, yes, for other countries people. Everyone tells everything and we all together thinking about how we are creating something with different languages. I really liked. In the Ashtar's workshop, we make a triangle with the human body. I really like because we are creating new thing about the stage. I remember it.
My name is Ashtar Muallim. I'm a Palestinian multidisciplinary performer working on the intersection of dance, circus, and theater. And I was giving a morning workshop in pair acrobatics. I studied circus more than 10 years ago. And the concepts we were covering in this workshop are useful for actors in general because it's about balance and about knowing how to work with a partner on stage in movements that could look extraordinary to the audience but are simple, and they look perhaps difficult to learn, but once the artists learned them, they understood that there are many possible things to do with their bodies, and they felt that they lived within their body. So the things that I take most with me from the workshop is all the feedback I gathered from the ending of each workshop I gave. We did a circle and everybody expressed how they felt at the moment, what thoughts they were having during the workshop and after. It's just fun to be able to exchange culturally and mentally and, you know, live together, eat together. It was very rich and we all had so much to share with each other, and the program was dense, so there's a lot to digest. And it felt also like we have been doing this forever together, not like it's been a week, and the goodbye would be very difficult.
الوركشوب أكتر بتركز على موضوع أنت كعارض كارتست كيف ممكن تحس بالمكان، كيف ممكن تعمل بحث عن المكان كيف ممكن يخليك تستوحي أفكار، وبتركز كمان على تفصيلة إنه كيف ممكن هاي الأشياء اللي أنت بتمر فيها بشكل كتير طبيعي طول الوقت كيف ممكن تتعامل معها، كيف ممكن تحل مشاكلك، كيف ممكن تعبر عنها بطريقة ممكن تكون مختلفة للناس، ممكن تكون جديدة، ممكن تكون طبيعية، مش مهم، المهم عن جد كيف أنت بتحس بالمكان تعبر عنه. بتوقع إنه أنا مرقت بكتير ظروف اللي هي لها دخل بالمصاري تمويل، فقعدت بالبيت كتير بفكر مع حالي إنه طب شو بدي أعمل هسا، يعني اخترعت لحالي إنه لازم أشتغل لحالي أكتر بالبيت، بمر بكتير شغلات، صرت أبحث، أكتب عن الناس، أكتب عن حالي، أكتب عن الأماكن. لقيت حالي إنه أنا بالفترة اللي أنا كنت موجود فيها بالبيت عم بنجز، عم بلاقي إنه أنا عم بعمل شغل كتير. أول ما بلشت أطلع للناس ما كنتش أخذ مصاري نهائياً، حالياً صفى الإشي مطلوب أكتر، فأنا بحكي دايماً لكل حدا إنه انت جواتك فنان، فانت لازم تشتغل على هذا الفنان اللي جواتك، تستناش حدا. طول ما انت بتستنى الماكينة تاعت هذا الفنان رح تقل، رح تصير كتير لتحت، رح ترجع لورا، مش هاي ماكينة لازم تضلها شغالة. فمن هون هيك فكرت بالمكان، فكرت بانه كيف ممكن انت عن جد تكون كارتست موجود في هذا المكان، لانه كل اشي هو بالتجربة. Thank you.